Now that we have a number of movements that we can use, this means that we can move up to 4 locations in any direction that we want. So you don't have to use all of your movements. Things that you're able to do in this phase is you can move. If you roll a 1, you get to use your minor ability. If you roll a 1, you also have the option to jump across instead of taking one movement to the left or right. And then you can also perform attacks if you have a summation of 5 of the same weak point cards or a collection of wild cards. So, for example, we are going to try to pick up weak point cards. And the way you pick up weak point cards is you end your turn on one of the locations with the card that you want. So, for example, I'm going to look around the board and I see that there is some high cards like the right wing is a 4. You need 5 total points to do a damage to weaken the dragon. So I see a right wing, and I also see a right wing over here, but that would be overkill. I also see a head and a head. But the thing that we have to consider when we're moving is that Ardor is going to do attacks. So for example, she is going to move the number of players in the game. So for a 2-player or 1-player game, the number of heroes is 2. So she's going to move 2 spaces. So you'll see here that she's going to claim this one. She's going to do a wing attack. You'll see here the little map shows where she's going to do 1 damage. So she's going to do a damage here, and then she's going to go to the next closest attack, which is a tail attack. So she'll clock over here next, claim this card, and then the next attack that hasn't been performed yet is a wing. So she'll move 1 closer to that. So that's where she's going to end up. So for example, if I wanted to get this head card, I would actually take a damage from the wing attack. So I don't want to do that. So I might need to rethink the options for that. So for example, I think maybe as Marataga, I'm going to go ahead and take the tail. So she has the tail attack. Make sure that you keep your cards separated if you're playing a 2-player game. So at the end of your turn, you claim the card. So you can go in any order that you want as the heroes, and that's where kind of the strategy comes in, because at the end of your turn, you get a card. You can't pick it up before and then move again. So you can kind of coordinate with the other heroes to, oh, you pick up this card, and then I'll pick it up from you and then do an attack. So for Bella, I think I'm going to, this is dangerous, and then this is dangerous, so I can't pick up the head there. I think I am also going to stay in the same place, not move, because of the dreaded attack. I'm going to pick up a teamwork, which is a wild card and can be used for any weak point location. So now we have finished the hero phase because everyone has picked up a card. Things to consider: if you end your location on an attack, you automatically take 1 damage, so do not do that. If you end your location on a place that does not have a card, then you do not pick up a card. That is a potential strategy that can be utilized later for trying to reduce the number of cards that get placed back on the board. But I'll let you see that when you get to it. And that ends the movement phase. We now move into the layer phase.